Anne-Louise from Minerva, and I'm here today to look through the glorious fabric haul from Minerva, which are all these stunning ex-fashion fabrics, so we can have that top designer look. We're going to have a look at the fabrics, some patterns that we think are going to bring out their best, and have a look at what some other makers have already made using this fabric. It's going to be a banquet of inspiration, and we can't wait to tuck in. First up, we have this delicious velvet velour stretch knit in a platinum-based paisley. It's a medium weight masterpiece with drape, metallic shine and versatile durability. When purchasing this fabric for your next project, keep in mind it has a nub, meaning those fibres that make it so plush run in one direction, so you may need to purchase more to make everything run smoothly. So many talented makers have already made some gorgeous creations, including Chalcedonia Sewing in her party-ready slim fit dress. Keep an eye out for patterns with lots of drape and flare to maximise the luxuriousness of the velour. Something similar to Butterick 6622 jumpsuit or dress pattern, especially with that cheeky little cutout triangle on the back. You need to find out if the fabric has the right cross-grain stretch. Here at Minerva, we give you the stretch on the width and length, but to work out the cross-grain strength, you'll need a metric ruler. Hold at a 45-degree angle where the cross-grain is, without resistance between 1 cm and 10 cm. Then stretch till you feel resistance. To give you an idea, 12 centimeters is 20% and 16 centimeters is 60%. From there, you should be able to tell how much stretch you have in your fabric. Next, we have this classically stylish gold brocade medium weight fabric. The detailed lace effect pattern adds a really unique texture to this French woven fabric, perfect for special occasions. This exceptionally high quality fabric has a high cotton content, making it an easy to use fabric and a breathable summer fabric. Good to attend summer garden weddings and walking around your city's gardens. Brocade has a long history, traditionally reserved for ornamental garments. The first records of brocade have been dated to as far back as 475 to 221 BC in China. Originally made out of woven silk, it was a highly prized fabric. Later, in the Middle Ages, Italy became the brocade weaving centre, pushing the complexity of the pattern used when weaving, still seen in the Renaissance paintings of the time. This woven fabric has a strong tendency to fray, so we recommend cutting out with pinking shears, which slows the process, or if pinking shears aren't to hand, try serging or zigzag stitching the edges. We also recommend using a sharp thin needle to make sure you don't catch any of those woven threads. We have some great makes from the community here. We love this glamorous strapless ball gown by the gorgeous maker Tip Top Sewing. We chose the equally glamorous Charm Stanwyck skirt pattern that has 81 variations, from flared and frilly full gold skirt to the scandalously well-fitting femme fatale pencil skirt and everything in between. We love a good floral print, and this is simply unique. The realistic detail of the daffodils and dahlias is fantastic, especially with the black background really making them pop, and makes for a really show-stopping spring or summer outfit. This medium weight fabric has the texture and flow of crepe, with the weight and stretch of scuba, making for a great drape and a stable, easy to use material. Scuba crepe is a type of double knit. It's a little springy, so you may find the seams don't iron as flat as you may be used to, but with a pattern like this, it can distract from all kinds of sins. However, it can be a little tricky to unpick, so be careful before you sew. This stretch fabric doesn't have to be just used for tight-fitting dresses. It has a fantastic drape that can be used for many patterns, such as named clothing sewing pattern Kylo wrap dress, a really delightful faux wrap dress that is sure to shine and has some really great posts by our talented makers. Now for a delicate, timeless gold glittered stretch lace, with a small lengthways stretch with a medium weight and excellent drape. The gold coating makes for an elegant gleam. Woven lace is a versatile fabric that can be used to spice up a pattern. The scrolling foliage pattern makes a romantic look. As this is a sheer fabric, it's best to use neat and tidy seam finishes, such as a French seam. To make a French seam with 1/2 inch seam allowance, sew together wrong sides first with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Trim to 1/8 inch, then sew right sides together with the 1/4 inch seam allowance. And you have a neat and tidy finish for lightweight and sheer fabrics. For such a timeless fabric, we need a timeless and charming pattern, such as the Charm Hepburn top, with so many designs it's upsetting. 21 in total. We think it will make you a sparkly sensation. This stretch knit cut pro fabric is drapey to the extreme. It's elegant and modern. Its smooth finish is light and airy, good for light summer makes with lots of drape. But what is cut pro? Cut pro is similar to rayon in that it's semi-synthetic. It's a byproduct of the cotton production, using lots of clever science things. They collect the strands of cotton called linter that stick out of the cotton seed that are too small to spin. Those fibres are then dissolved, dropped into another solution and then spun into a cloth. We chose this fitted but drapey pullover, Vogue 8793, perfect for summer evenings out and about or as an extra breathable layer for colder hikes. Now for a bright and zesty choice. With a light crepe texture and a light widthways stretch, it's something that has heaps and heaps of radiant colours to match that with super fun accessories. The summer sky blue background, pastel sweet orange, raspberry red and pale whipped cream coloured flowers work beautifully. A fabric as sweet as this needs a sugary sweet pattern, such as the So Liberated Clara dress, with an excellent twirl-worthy skirt, as well as a downloadable tutorial. I am seriously eyeing up this pattern to make myself. Also, pockets. Every pattern should have pockets. Next, a premium pastel polyester print. But beware, the horizontal stripe is upon us. So double check your pattern packets. The colours remind me of sorbets. The pastel peach, cool vanillas and lavish lavenders bring this cool and breezy fabric to life. We have a glorious example of this fabric in use from our wonderful maker, Mad Sewing Scientist. Doesn't her outfit look cool and beachy? For a pattern choice, we thought it has to be maxi and it has to be floaty. So we went for an easy make to go with our easy to use crepe. Simplicity 1069, a pattern with many options, a maxi wrap skirt, a wide leg trouser and shorts, an excellent choice for floating about in any occasion. This one is simply out of this world, a viscose suiting fabric, and with that stripe it's suitable for any planetary parties. This suiting is premium, a well-structured fabric to build a simply sensational dress. Despite that shine, It doesn't have the usual scratchiness that you might expect from those glittery threads. It has a high viscose content with a dash of cotton in there too for good measure. It's a medium weight, non-stretch marble. We wanted a jacket to show off that structure, with a bit of difference that will work with the uniqueness of the fabric. So we chose So Different Biker Jacket. It's an unstructured jacket with raglan sleeves and an asymmetric crossover. Now we have our most delicate fabric, this fairy-like rose lace. It's super lightweight and feminine with a whimsical botanical print. It has a rose raspberry colour with a muted antique feel about it. It has a fresh and aerial feel, perfect for something princess-like and dramatic. Something like McCall's 7569, a truly ethereal dress with a close-fitting bodice with sleeve and neckline options, and a mermaid skirt finish. Just be careful not to outshine the bride. Up next, a high viscose content stretch knit jersey with a funky pattern. Those viscose fibres make the fabric so silky smooth and light to the touch. We have that intricate leopard print background that fades in and out with different strengths and extra pops of exotic blooms in a gold and mustard colour with splashes of deep blue and green foliage. It's incredibly stretchy and recovers really well, ready to be worn over and over again and still remain in shape. We wanted something elegant with a little float in there to show off the lightness of the fabric, so we chose New Look 6301. This is a flattering wrap dress with 2 skirt options and 4 sleeve options. It's an excellent addition for a work wardrobe, as many of our wonderful makers have shown on their posts, or as something feminine and flirty. Next, the funkiest, funnest and sassiest fabric. They actually make this fabric by rearing free-range disco balls, shearing them every disco season and then using their fleeces to weave this fabric. There is no other way to get that much sparkle into a fabric. Obviously, it's actually made out of 100% polyester. Even though it's a brocade, it's extremely light, with some great structure that you can use to build some really incredible makes, like the talented make by 2 sewing sisters and their incredible creation. Despite the sparkle, the inside has a relatively smooth finish, with a textured front that goes with the fun light pink and lavender colour. For this fabric, we wanted something cute and girly. We chose New Look 6360. This super duper sweet party dress is perfect for that brocade and is really going to light up the dance floor. Now we have the wild child of our fabric choices. This jungle-themed faux suede stretch knit fabric is ready to pounce. The pattern is so full of contrasting texture. Dark and light lace make an appearance against fur prints like leopard, tiger and lion. It has a gentle, polished, soft texture that might purr at a moment's notice. It has a warm caramel tone, deep chocolate, light sand and strong beige bring this material to life. For this fabric, we wanted something a little funky, so we went for the easy to sew McCall's 7198. The shapely shorts and pants are so in style, as the 90s are making a comeback, which I definitely wasn't ready for. But, oh well, here we are. These tight flared trousers are extremely on trend. These trousers are loose fitting with hidden elastic waistband and no zipper, so if you want to have a go at some trousers, we would recommend these. Now for a little viscose relaxation. This is a truly fancy, versatile fabric. They say opposites attract, and that's what we see here, with that contrast of the black and white check and the explosions of brightly coloured, realistic flowers in vibrant colours. Roses in red and pinks, yellow daisies and dots of flashing green and blues. Viscose has a similar drape and weight as silk, but without the luxury price tag. It's made from wood pulp that has been through several processes to make this fine silky fabric that we have today. Viscose has a tendency to fray, so watch for your seam finishes and linings. For this fabric, we wanted a pattern that would give it an opportunity to show off its drape and pattern, so we chose the Avid Seamstress A-line dress. The pattern creates a classic flattering silhouette. Also, it's got pockets! Pockets! This is another one that's being saved for later. Then we have this autumn-ready Ponte Roma double stretch knit in deep warm autumn colours. The light floral pattern is highlighted in deep bronzes and inky purples. It's a viscose polyamide and elastane blend. But what is polyamide? It was first unveiled at the 1939 World Fair in New York. It was used to make parachutes during World War II, and as fabric grew scarce, women used the parachutes to make dresses, popularising the use of polyamide in clothes. For this modern fabric, we chose a modern pattern, Vogue 1435. It features an unlined loose-fitting jacket that's going to show off the weight and structure of the fabric, and a lined dress with princess seams to flatter the body. Now we have a crinkle satin that is the most tactile thing. You can feel all the tiny little ridges that make up the crinkle, and it's so silky. All it wants to do is drape luxuriously over something. Its springy nature might make it misbehave while sewing. I would baste before use to make sure it stays in the same place. We have some wonderfully dramatic makes for this fabric, including the glamorous Serena Jean in her rather fabulous dressing gown. There's some top-notch sewing inspiration right there. We like the idea of a simple pattern to let the fabric do the talking, so we chose New Look 6580, an easy pattern with a contrast waistband allowing the fabric to flow freely around. Then we have our velvety masterpiece, with its modern art style pattern of foliage distorted by jets of black and mauve purple that's bright and rich. This opulent fabric is 100% polyester, giving the fabric an out-of-this-world sheen, with a good amount of widthways stretch. For patterns, we wanted something with drape to show off the fabric, but also that matches the comfy softness of the fabric. We chose Style Sew Me Lisa loungewear. They may look casual, however, we feel with a splash of our luxurious velvet, it will make any home a stylish place. This pattern features 3 different types of tops and 3 different pant options, all that you can mix and match to get your perfect loungewear. Now we have our shockingly bright and bold crepe, with an adventurous ochre yellow background, with a detailed botanical silhouette in a jet black, emphasised with a thin white outline. It has the typical crepe texture with an added lustre, giving it a very light shine and silkiness. The drape is phenomenal and just wants to hang off you. We chose a suitably flowy pattern that is built to fit as many figures as possible. Simplicity 1537, an amazing fit pattern that you can customize depending on your size and figure, whether curvy, slim or average, and different cup sizes to swap out as well. It also has 3 skirt lengths and 3 sleeve lengths. As you can see, this pattern is a must sew in anything with a floaty quality, just like our bold crepe. Now we have a stylish and cozy Ponte Roma double stretch knit fabric. The intricate floral and animal print is such an attractive option for your autumn and winter projects. This medium weight fabric has a smooth, polished feel. Ponte Roma is an easy sew fabric because of its stable quality, with less stretch than your average jersey fabric, so it's a good go-to for branching out into a stretch. Its solid drape will make excellent cozier makes, such as Tilly and the Buttons Cocoa top and dress. With thick tights and chunky boots, it's winter ready. This fabric will hold the boat neck collar of this dress really well. This pattern is easy to make with clear to follow instructions and helpful sewing instructions. Again, a perfect fit for beginner sewists. Here at Minerva, we love Tilly and the Buttons patterns. Have you sewn with them before? Let us know in the comments. This deep and dark burgundy crepe comes alive with lighter stripes highlighted by strands of white thread. It's another fabric I have my eye on for future projects. The pinstripes add a sophisticated flair to this loose and fine-grained fabric. This crepe has a relatively open weave, and because it's 100% polyester, resists all possible wrinkle possibilities. For a sophisticated and stylish fabric, you need a sophisticated and stylish pattern, such as I Am Diana play suit and dress. With a 1920s inspired silhouette, the narrow bodice panels lengthen the body, and a double-breasted closure with a shawl collar bring a masculine element. Now we have a rather slithery viscose jersey stretch fabric in moon-toned greys. This snake print fabric is just dying to be draped. The viscose blend makes for a super huggable texture, and the pattern has a smattering of the moth wing about it. We have a rather red carpet worthy make by the talented Queen Bee Sew, showing off just how glamorous a jersey can be. We think this light to medium weight fabric is so versatile for either your plunging front party gowns or your casual errand running slip-on dress. Maybe something like So Liberated Stasia dress and top. Again, it has pockets! Honestly, this video is saying dangerous. I have my eye on so many things I want to make. This dress pattern is a pattern hacker's canvas, ready to be made long, short, sleeveless, long sleeved, anything. The possibilities are endless. I hope you've enjoyed our look through our X Fashion fabric haul as much as we have. Let us know what you think. Is there any fabrics you're adding to the basket? Any patterns sparked inspiration for you? Here at Minerva, we really want to encourage everyone to take up something crafty. At the top right of the post, you'll be able to follow Minerva and keep up to date with offers, new releases, general fabric prettiness, and of course, tutorials, sew-alongs, and top pattern pics. And don't forget, Minerva Craft Club members get a 10% discount for 12 months when they sign up. And creating a free account, you'll get a welcome present of a discount coupon. So join us with our lovely community of makers, follow, comment and like, and we'll see you next time.